What's up, everybody? Oh man, when it's cold outside, girl, who are you holding? What to cook when it's cold outside is, wait for it, here it comes, beef stew, baby. Beef stew. You got your beef, keeping you warm. Beef stew. Perfect for when it's cold outside and you're inside and you want to have a little good meal. Something on that soup level that, everybody's looking for something on that soup level to warm them up. All that fluid and the wetness and the taste. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, we're about to do some beef stew. And I'm going to be using my, I'm going to use my seasoned salt and my steak dust. So the first thing we need to do, we'll go over the ingredients. I just told you what my seasoning was. We're going to have some potatoes. Now I'm using these nice yellow potatoes like this. Oh man, these things are so good. You can actually put these on the grill just like that and they're good to go. And we got some onions. We're going to mix these garlics up. I got celery in different sizes. Because one of the sizes will show up for looks. The other side will be kind of cooked down a little bit more. Even have the carrots in different sizes. Some of it just for the taste. You got for the looks. And I got this beef here. Now I'm not going to cook all of it. That's... what I did was I bought the beef, the chuck roast, and I cut it up myself. You actually get more and it's cheaper if you do it yourself. So if you cut it yourself, it's cheaper and you get more. And I am always looking for a reason to use my knives. So, and it's not a bad cut. Just buy the whole roast and just get the cutting. Did. All right, let's get that baby started. Well, the first thing I want to do is I'm gonna add a little of just a little olive oil. Some people can use butter. If you want to use butter, use butter. If it's a non-stick pot here, it can actually be used like a little pot oven. Let me grab some of this. I'm gonna weigh it by fillings. By the way I put it in here, I'm gonna know if it's enough or not. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm gonna get some of the fatty pieces in there too. It's not too bad. I think I'm gonna stop right there, I think. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some onions to it. Got my onions mixed in with the meat a little bit, because I was thinking I might use all that meat, but I didn't. So get some onions in there. Now some people would batter the beef with flour and cook it like that first, but I don't have to do that on this one. I think it's okay. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. I think it just helps with adding a little bit more flour. You're adding roux to your stew, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna show you why I don't have to worry about that. My little handy drawer here, and I'm gonna spin this up a little bit. I think you can see some of that. If not, I'll show you a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit of more of that olive oil in. Now, right now, I'm only gonna be doing the onions. I'm not gonna do the celery, because the celery needs a little texture to it. It doesn't need to be all the way cooked down, and I'm not gonna put the carrots in there because the carrots don't need to be all the way cooked down. And of course the potatoes is gonna be way late before I put those in. All right, and I do have some more onions that I'm gonna use, but right now I want to use these onions just to kind of stir everything up with. Okay. Now, while that's going, I'm only going to add the steak dust on the meat. Steak dust only. Okay? Let it spin up a little bit more. Now, I'm not going to overcook it. I'm just going to coat it. I want to just get a little bit of, you want a little brown on the outside. See how it's starting to brown up a little bit? That's what you want. You want a little bit of that brown on the outside. And oh man, that season smells so good. And I knew it smelled all through the house. All right, I'm gonna let that cook a little bit. I don't know about y'all with that iPhone. I'm sorry. You are missing out on some features. You know, iPhone always come out a new feature. Like, that's why they got so many of them, because they always come out another feature, another feature, another feature. But why not just buy the phone with all the features in it right now? So 8K video, everything's already here. So this is the Samsung 24 Ultra. This is what I use, and I love to do some B-rolls on it because it's right up close. So got a little smokiness going on in there. So let me see. Still got decent smoke. I'm gonna wipe that off a little bit. There you go. Oh, kind of hard to beat that smoke, but you see it right there. Browning up. Just want to get a little brown. It smells so good in here. See? Just like that. Good. Put that to the side. All right, we'll keep this going a little bit. Good thing about these pots, I know you can buy like the fryer version, like you got fry pan, but you can actually stir fry in any of the pots as long as you're not using any metal to scratch the surface. You don't have a problem. Okay, now this is right at the consistency we need right there. That's the consistency we need. Okay, that's it. How we need it. All right. Now it's time to start adding the good stuff. I'm gonna add the rest of the onions. All right, so I'm gonna use my mincer to mince the garlic. A little garlic press. You notice I didn't add any onion powder, no garlic powder, no powders. I mean, raw onion is like the best, and it cooks down better than getting it out of the jar. It's already minced. Even better if I don't drop it in there. Boy, I tell you, that's hot. Come on out of there. Get back in here. He dropped it again. All right. Let's be nice about it. Here. Come on, friend, we need you. Good. Got one more. Okay. Get the rest of that off there. Get this to the side. It's starting to build its own water right now. Alright. Ooh, that started to smell good right there. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is, of course, add water. Okay, so we got the water in, and we got it to about this level here. Looks like It's like 2 cups of water, maybe 3. Got it up to this level here. It's kind of boiling. Got a little beef broth going on right there. Okay. All right. So yeah, right now it doesn't look like that stew, but we need it to stew. Okay. So you're gonna cook it a little slower. So don't try to overboil it and try to hurry up and finish it. I mean, you gotta get that hour in. At least get that hour in to start seeing what it looks like. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on the consistency of the water. So you want it to thicken up a little bit, but now we're not eating chicken pot pie, okay? So that's not what we're making. So we don't want it super thick. But I got like looks like a quarter cup of flour there. I'm gonna add some good old Lipton onion mushroom soup. I know. We'll get that in there too. And I'm gonna add my seasoned salt. Get that in there. Good old seasoned salt. And I'm gonna use my fork to kind of blend this up a little bit. Okay. You don't have to cook this like a roux, because remember, we're not making gumbo, and we're not making chicken pot pie. Okay. So I'm gonna add my water. While you add the water, cold water, by the way. So use hot water. It's gonna start cooking that flour, and then your flour gonna start clumping up on you. You're not gonna want that. Then you have to start pressing it down to hide it. You have no flour balls in there. So if you ever had flour balls in your gravy, it's because you used hot water. Hot water will start cooking it. You don't want it to cook. That's why you're mixing it before you put it in. Okay? And this is going to kind of thicken it up. Add some flavor to it. Still got a little bit on the edges there. I didn't mix that up well. Shame on you, Marcus. So now I gotta add some more water. Little drops in there. I should have looked at the container while I was. There we go. Still cold water. Alright. That'll work right there. Let's get the rest of that in there. That's that last part of that seasoning. Then after that, you'll season it to taste. And I will season it to taste either with my seasoned salt, or I might have to add, if I need a little pepper kick to it, I'll use the steak dust. So I'm gonna get that spent up. Man, this is already smelling good. Now I'm at this point here. I'm gonna go ahead and add my celery so we can start doing this thing, break it down. Now I'm not gonna put my potatoes in there yet, because you don't want your potatoes too mushy. It's gonna come to a real nice ball. Get my carrots in there. Give us another little stir. Oh man, look. Hey, it's on its way. It's on its way. It's on its way. And we'll let this stew now. We're not gonna overcook it. We're gonna let it do what it do. Okay. Good time to give your water a little taste. Right now, that's at the right consistency, right seasoning. There's only one thing I am gonna add. I do need that little pepper kick, so I'm gonna end up adding a little bit more of my steak dust. So I'm gonna add some more of the steak dust. Okay, even came out the side a little bit. That's okay. And that's not a lot of steak dust. That's That's pretty good. All right. Let's get this stirred in a little bit. Because after this, you don't need to be adding anything else but potatoes. Okay? You should have everything ready right here at this point. Last taste. You see it kind of thickening up a little bit. That's what you want. As it boils, it'll thicken up some more. Or as it stew. Last taste. That's it. That's consistency we're looking for. So we're gonna let this stew for a while. And we'll be back. Okay, guys, we're about 2.5 hours in. Man, that is getting a little foggy on the lens there. Let's see if I can take some fog off. All right, everything's coming through good. The meat is almost to tender, and that's one of your keys. It's waiting on the meat to come to tender. Carrots are there. Get some more of that smoke off there. Those mist. Okay. All right. Oh, and the taste is good. So now it's time to add the peas. So we're gonna get the peas in there. I know you can skip this stuff if you want to, but I've never seen beef stew without peas. So I've never seen beef stew without peas. So that would be new to me. So now we got the peas going, and then next thing we're gonna add are the potatoes. Let's get the potatoes in there. It still take a little bit for those potatoes to, get adjusted to the beef stew. So it's gonna be a minute for those potatoes to get soft. But this is about the time to put them in. And you know what? It looks like I'm gonna add some more potatoes, but I ain't gonna bore you with this video. It's like the potatoes in there, but it looks like I'm gonna add a little bit more potatoes because my wife likes a lot of potatoes in hers. So we're gonna put some more potatoes in there. We're gonna let that cook, and we'll be back. All right, just want to let you guys know I'm not leaving you hanging. Hey, this is a long cook. Remember, this is beef stew, not something where you cook fast. You're stewing it, so you slow it down. So, dude, we're like in the 4 hours or something. 4 hours in, still going at 140 degrees Fahrenheit, just slowly stewing. I added those extra potatoes. Man, this is coming out real good. You see those potatoes, peas in there, and the meat is starting to get a little bit more tender. So the key is getting that meat tender. And I took a bite out of one of them. It was actually pretty good, but it needs to go another hour. So another hour, we'll talk about it. See you guys then. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Okay, so this is like been cooking for like 6 hours. So I've been cooking it slow. I had my temp between 200, 180 all night, just rotating it. We already added the peas, we got the potatoes in there. So let's see what we have. Look at that. It's the smell for me throughout the house. I mean, it's hard to go to sleep when you have that kind of aroma going out the house. It's like I'm hungry again, so let's eat again. 11 o'clock at night, let's eat. All right. And you know what? My backup taster, it got so late that this person is in sleep mode. So. But you'll hear her voice in a minute. But let me get this together. All right, so let's look and see what this looks like. Look at that. Man, we are going to have a good time today. We're supposed to get some snow in Texas. And this is the best time to eat that. See those carrots? Look at those peas. Adding that greenery there with those peas give it a perfect look. So I like the casting of it. So man, it just makes you hungry when that greenery blends in with those other colors, that carrot color and the potato color. Man, looks like you at a professional restaurant. But I promise you, this is gonna taste like you are at a professional restaurant or better. So we want to keep it a little. Remember I told you we're not making chicken pot pot. So we're not trying to have no thick liquid. So the consistency of the liquid is thick enough. Okay, you see that? That's how you want it. That's why we added the flour, and you saw that season, how I mixed it together. As it cooks, it gets a little thick. Now sometimes the potatoes will help with the thickness as well. So there we go. Beef stew, made in America. So, man, let's get to tasting. All right, so let's get to tasting. We'll get this plated, and we're gonna see what this looks like. So I'm gonna do it like this, so you can keep that in view without trying to do too much dripping. Yes, look at that. You know what? Let me go ahead and do it the right way, so I don't have to let's not make a mess. I'm gonna fill this bowl up because I'm gonna have a little help, and you know she's from East Texas, and you know they do things a little different. And one of them was they don't add peas. Well, I'm from Mississippi, and you know we put peas in there. So this is gonna be our first time having it with peas, I think. But I think if she's been eating this for a long time, she probably had the peas in there and didn't even think about it. So let's get this on the plate. This go real good with some hot water cornbread, but you know what? It is too late in the night to be trying to do some hot water cornbread because I can't get that person up right now because they are in pajama mode. So let's check it out. That should be going, yes. Oh man, look at that. Love it. All right, so let me get a fork so you can kind of see what we got going here. Now, when you're cooking, you need to make sure that the meat is separating like that. If it's not separating like that, then it's not ready yet. And if you cook it too fast, then you're gonna mess this part up, and you're gonna mess your whole stew up because everything's gonna cook too fast, and your carrot's gonna boil out, and your potato's gonna mush up. That's why you have to stew it. Okay? So there it is. Look at that. The carrot. Look at that carrot. See that carrot? Look at that potato. Man, it's the best potato to put in there. See there, you don't want it. See there, you don't want it mushy. You want to be able to bite into that potato. See there? It's not mushy. Okay? Peas. Celery. Okay? Them onions are in there because they done disappeared. And when them onions disappeared, so that's why I don't need the garlic gone. So you don't even see the garlic. That's why you don't do, well, that's why I don't use onion powder, garlic powder, in my cooks, because well, when I'm cooking stew and soup and stuff like that, and beans, anything that has water to it, you won't see me use any powders because the natural flavors from the onions when they break down is in the fluids, and not only is it in the fluids, but it's naturally blending with the rest of the vegetables. Okay, so that's tender. You want that meat tender. All right, so let's get the taste of this. Now I know it's gonna be good for me. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Ooh. Cream. Your stew is ready. Cream. Your stew is ready. I gotta stay on TikTok. Now, I'm gonna let her taste this. She's in her pajamas, so you ain't gonna see her. But cause it's so late at night. So we'll put, she's right there, I'm gonna hand it to her. You can hear her. Now, before you eat that, tell them about it, Cream.
Okay, I mean, it looks like it might be good, and people talk a good game, but we'll see. Let me taste this.
Yes.
Okay, I like how you put a lot of potatoes in it. You know, I like potatoes.
I put
a lot of potatoes.
I put a lot of potatoes in there. And by the way, I added more potatoes. I want to let you know. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I added more potatoes.
Okay, so here we go. Let me see.
I don't think I'm getting that bowl back.
Okay. Yeah, let me keep this one.
You go ahead and keep that and enjoy that out.
Oh, wow.
I'm not getting the bowl back. But hey, guys, I'm wrapping this up. It's time to eat. Remember, everything you do, make sure you do it on purpose, because I do everything on purpose. Peace.